I'm about to repair the pink ribbon water gauge for tanks. So if you watch, you'll see how it works. It's real simple. These are our stainless steel water tanks for our springs. It has a level gauge on it, a water level gauge that goes down the side that I came up to fix because it's sticking. So I'm going to show you what I got and how I fix it. Shouldn't take too long. I had to bring up a big ladder because it's 16 feet high. So my purpose now is to put that ladder up against the tank and go up and see what's going on. Something to do with the float on the water. It needs a better one, and I did find a better one. So now I need to look at it and see what I need to hook it up. Anyway, that's the project for now. This ribbon on the end of the cable with the weights is the marker. When it's on the ground, the tank is full. When it's up in the air at the top, the tank is empty. It's on a cable, goes up the side of the tank to a couple pulleys way up on the top. And they use two pulleys to get it outside the tank a ways. And the line goes into the tank onto a float. Right now there's a board of some sort on there and it's not working well. Partly because those pulleys need lubing and partly because there's not enough weight on the inner float. So I'm going to put a ladder up against the tank and go up and inspect it and see what's going on and what I need to do to put this ball I found in the ocean on it. It's a aluminum ball with weight inside, so it'll float nice and be nice and heavy to pull this outside thing up and down well. That's the plan. I just got the ladder up there. It's a heavy sucker. I planted it good in the ground, leveled it out nicely so it won't go anywhere. And it's leaning up against the overflow pipe up there, so it should be safe. Although I'm not very keen on heights. So now I need to go up it and check out what's going on up top with the float that's in the tank and the pulleys up there. So I'm on my way. These are the two pulleys. You can see the cable coming out of the tank. I pulled the ball out and I'll show you that in a second, but there's basically a pulley going down a hole into the water and another one to take it over the side of the tank. Now let me climb back up and I'll show you the ball I had in there. And well, I thought I had a 2x6 piece of redwood in there, but I guess I changed that out a long time ago and I had this little ball. It's not really heavy enough to pull the outside weight up and down, especially when the pulleys get a little dry. So I have a bigger ball that's much heavier that I need to replace that with. So the point today is I wanted to see how I hook this on so I can figure out how to hook the larger ball on. So I'm going to look at the end here where it's attached to the ball and see what I need to change it. It looks like it's fastened onto the ball with a piece of stainless steel wire and a tie wrap. I don't think I have the tools to get that wire off. If I could get that off, I could put it in the new ball. So I'll probably have to go home and get some tools. But at least I know what I need to do. I went home and got some stainless steel wire. That way, with the aluminum ball and the rest of the stuff, it shouldn't erode or corrode anything. And a little stainless steel wire is really strong stuff. That's about a 6-inch aluminum ball. It's good to 1,000 meters in the ocean, so it should last in this 16-foot tank. So now I've got it all buttoned up. I'm going to drop it back in the tank on this water. And then I'm going to take that can of lubrication and lubricate the pulleys over here. And then we'll test it and see if it works. You can see the difference in balls. The black one on the left is a plastic ball. It has some weight in it, but it's not very heavy. But this other one, it's pretty heavy, and it should float in the water and pull the outside gauge up and down like it's supposed to. So I think this will be a good fix. And now I'm just going to put the ball in the tank and give the pulley some lube. This is the tank indicator. I originally called this the pink ribbon gauge because I had pink ribbons on it. I ran out of pink ribbon, still some on there. Anyway, when this thing is on the ground, it means the tank is full because the float's on the top of the tank and the floating on the water. But as we use water, the float will go down and this will rise up and show you how much water is in the tank. And I know at this line, there's 4 feet. Okay, and you could mark on this with some paint or a marker to find out, but I know each thing is 4 feet. Anyway, that's how it works, up and down with the tank level. Pink ribbon tank water gauge. Easy, cheap, and most of the time really reliable. I think they'll be totally reliable now that I have enough weight on that other side. Anybody can make one of these. There's lots of ways to do it. That's it. All fixed, I hope. Repair on the pink ribbon tank water gauge. I replaced the ball that floats on the water with a bigger one, heavier one, and now I will leave the ladder there for a while and cycle the tank some and make sure it works well before I take the ladder away. Pretty simple system, low cost, really reliable if you do it right. That's it.